Here we go.
I call that the old almond joy.
What did old Kelsey Lloyd do in his rookie campaign? He's a 79 overall, about to be an 80 as soon as he upgrades here. What did he do in his rookie year? Stafford Johnson. When did I draft his ass? Oh, he ran for almost 1,500 yards and 24 touchdowns, averaging 7.4 a pop. Paparizzi.
Big Papa Fizzle.
What kind of awards? He won. Oh, he was the dude. Listen to this. I swooped Kelsey Lloyd, second round, first pick in the second round overall, first pick overall, and he made the Pro Bowl, ran for almost 1,500 yards, 24 TDs, and won 2020 Offensive Rookie of the Year. How about Le'Veon Holsey, the tight end that I drafted last year? Dude, this team, when you look at my roster now, like when it shows all their pictures across the board, I got a bunch of like just young first and second year players. Fucking, you know what I mean? You get into year 4, that's when you start seeing some nice
crazy
changes.
The other teams do too.
Yeah. So Le'Veon Holsey is a 6'8", 264-pound tight end out of Ohio State with a quick development.
Quicker than that.
What did he do in his rookie campaign? Oh, all he did was catch 70 passes for 995 yards and 6 TDs. Rookie tight end. Unbelievable. Dude, I was 5 yards away from 1,000 with a tight end. I never do that on this game. Because I switched to that offense now where it's like a lot of 2 tight ends, single back. 2 tight end sets everywhere. Got him and Jesse James, but I think I'm going to end up trading Jesse James even though I signed him last year. But I have 3 young tight ends. They're all scheme fitters and they're all unreal. I feel like.
God, the Niners got a superstar running back room.
Oh, great. They always do.
90 SL, 90 agility, 86 elusiveness, 90 ball carrier vision.
Dude, this tight end, Holsey, I didn't even draft him. He went undrafted. I swooped him up as an undrafted free agent, and all he did was make the Pro Bowl and fucking catch 70 balls for $9.95.
Superstar rookie from Stanford goes to San Fran.
That just shows you that you can find studs that go undrafted on this game.
Oh, that's what I'm about to do. I'm going to have a couple open.
I turned him into a Pro Bowl tight end in his rookie year. Franchise. Long Doyle. What did Long Doyle do in year 2? He's got the star trait now.
Wow, Niners drafted a stud quarterback too. Behind Cam Newton.
Long Doyle, 76 catches for 1,400 yards and 19 touchdowns. Drafted in the second round in 2019, picked 23 overall. He was the 2019 Offensive Rookie of the Year, and he made the Pro Bowl once last year. Out of Navy.
Colton Miller's on bowl.
I hope so. That's good. That's what we're waiting for. We know about this fullback that I drafted in like the 6th round, who's like the top fullback in the whole class. I'll trade him and Jesse James and get a 1st round draft pick.
Dear God, the Patriots have Alvin Kamara, and Tariq Cohen, and Rashad Penny. All over. Studs. Rashad Penny might be a guy I would trade for. Quick trade, scheme, fit, elusiveness, or thirst. Wow, he's got 90 speed, 91 cell, 90 agility, 90 carry, 87 G. Stuff. San Diego's dizzy.
Keith Marler's going on the trade block. Pearls. God, Des Bryant. It's like he's still hanging on, but...
You got Aaron Rodgers, too. How did they not make this?
Player regression, that's what I forgot to look at. Damn, it's not showing. I missed it. I didn't have any because everyone's like, I got rid of everyone that's like over 30. Except for AJ Green and Des Bryant there. I don't seem like they fucking dropped at all. Check out the defensive side of things. Oh, Jamal Hale.
Where's he hail from?
Central Florida Super Nig.
The old Golden Knight.
The old Central Florida Super Nig linebacker that they have like every three years. Some Super Nig defensive player.
He probably has one hand.
He's got one move, one hand and one move, and he does it well.
Hey, I don't think I should go trade for the guy with the stub.
He was on here. He was a free agent.
Dude, what would be greater than seeing him just flying around the field making plays? You know he's unreal because he has all the athletic traits. He's fast. I know he's... Did he run like a 4.4 or something? Something crazy?
Yeah, something weird. Topper 9 is now on the Liz Island. Let's have to check this depth chart out real quick. This is the guy that I signed, this quarterback, Joey Pianalto, the Italian out of Wisconsin. Old Joey Pianalto. Laquan Sawyer, that's the guy that's like the wild card. He sucks, but he's good.
Easy there, Mr.
I got some good young players on this team, boy.
We got a fan base.
We got a plethora. I love this dude, Big Glenn Otis. When you see how big his legs are, he's a left guard, dude. This guy is massive. He looks like a D tackle out there playing guard. In the Super Bowl, he had a lead block on Luke Kuechly that for a touchdown that I watched the replay about 30 times. The best thing ever because he's so big, he's huge. Where's this guy's strength at? Oh, there it is. Russell Mondek. That's the guy I gotta get rid of. There were some guards out there that are unreal. To get it banged down. Biggity knock, knock, you knocking on it. Left tackle Jimmy Hodges. Huh. Move his ass to fucking guard and see what he could do at 6'7", 333. There's Charlie Campbell, pass protector out of Illinois State. Dude, there's some pretty decent left tackles out here that are practice squad eligible. Like quite a few. It's crazy. These guys are gonna get swooped up so fast.
I like Eric swoops. John Gruden said Waller's the best kept secret in football.
Guaranteed. He's got 81 strength. Charlie Campbell, huh? Peter Schrager, dude, reporting live. Will Marshawn Clayton go into the Hall of Fame? Or will he end up in the Hall of Very Good? Who's Marshawn Clayton? Is that fucking... Ross Tucker said he wishes the draft was like 25 rounds like the old days. It can never be enough. That's what he said.
The Stink Slayer to say.
I'll see what Matt Miller is talking about in the news.
Presentation.
Picks are coming fast and furious right now. He's still talking about that.
You ever draft a guy from Wisconsin?
Huh. Have I ever?
Do you still look for him? There used to be a hotbed.
You know who the, yeah, there was. Well, I just signed that quarterback from there. He's like the next fucking, who was that quarterback that I had? The little white guy? No, remember the little white dude that I had that I drafted?
Oh, Edelman?
Yeah, Alex Edelman. He was out of Wisconsin, dude.
Ones.
He was out of Wisconsin.
And then you had somebody else. Ended up trading
Rodgers.
You had the other guy.
I ended up trading Rodgers, and who did I get? That was legit. He had a weird name, remember? It was like a long name. It was like, he was out of Wisconsin too.
Wisconsin Whitewater.
Oh, I feel like I gotta fire that game up here shortly. One of these days. Get a good look.
Took a nice little gander there at the mountain.
It's good for the goose, it's good for the gander.
My name is Kurt Cobain.
My name was Kurt Cobain.
Only Flatbush.
Kurt Cobain.
That'd be a good PSN name, Kurt
Dude, this
Cobain.
guy's good.
That's cocaine.
Yeah, this is
And the old mask, the old fucking grass mower buys.
Des Bryant had a kick return for me in that preseason opener. Because I don't have a second kick returner, dude. I have no one with any moves whatsoever. And
I kind of don't either right
and
now.
the only dude, Laquan Sawyer, he's got the speed and everything. He's got a little bit of a juke. I feel like I can get guys with him sometimes, but he fumbled. He's only 5'9", 177, and he doesn't have good enough moves to make guys really miss. Like, it's a hit or miss. Like, he might get popped. The only guy who seemed expendable out there was Dez. And he's got a good enough juke that I feel like I could. And he broke. What happened is his break tackle was 83, and he literally just busted right through. He put a juke and busted through like 3 guys and was gone. How about Nate Coffey? Oh,
Dude, they
Nate
need to let you have, like... That's ridiculous. NFL roster should be fucking 60 players. It's 55. Let's expand this shit.
This corner, Marquise Gregory out of Miami, that rookie I drafted, 74 overall. He's gonna get a shot.
Buffalo band.
The Texans are an 82 overall.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Houston Texans. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the
That's like
action coming
80
up
broad
on Sunday.
day. Been
But for now,
raccoons
it's
just hanging,
Thursday night football.
That'd be freak
And on the
out.
call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
You guys have coons out there?
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football
Philip Rivers
League.
is still doing his thing. Jesus.
The scene a few moments ago.
For the
Here it
Texans
is. It's
in
unlike any other
2021.
sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Houston Texans. Welcome in, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So you've got 1 week of preseason games in the books. Now you start to really assess some of the vets and, of course, some of the young players.
You're exactly right, because now there's a week's worth of film out there for everyone to watch. And for guys who may or may not make these particular teams, that film will be out there around the league, so maybe they can catch on somewhere else if they have to. But this would be a lot of fun to see how much time the veterans play versus how much time the young guys get.
Marquise Baker.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback out of North Carolina State.
Rivers is a 78 overall.
One way you become the all-time leading
He's
passer for
still
your team
playing?
is pure
Yeah, in
talent, and Phil Rivers has
2021.
plenty of that.
What is
There's
he,
also
43?
dedication to your craft
I don't
and the
know.
willingness to get better all the time.
But
Phil
Bruce
Rivers
Marks has the
van
goal,
set up
first
with a
tackle,
driver
get a
so that when
tackle.
he goes to and from practice, he's able to watch tape and find ways to improve his mechanics each and every day.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's
Oh no,
taken
Spence with
down
a sack.
by the Saints.
Andre Ward got hurt. No. There it begins.
So much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18
They got
yards to go
Gronk,
now on
too.
second down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And it'll bring up third down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You know, during these
Andre
preseason
Ward
games,
with
we're
turf
two,
toe.
it's always funny looking at our
Might be able to
charts up here in the
return. That's
booth
good,
because
though.
with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Saints for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
We're going to get pumped tomorrow with a super cell.
Trying to start this drive in the air. And his his first pass is incomplete.
Super slow.
And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
Rare.
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
All right, man. Rare as air.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Nice play right there to stop him out on the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know.
I like my oatmeal
He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, nothing but
Sharks, same old Sharks.
Back to throw here.
Yeah.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him.
Garbage.
Bring him to the ground.
I missed the game.
He's the one that
They lost San Jose, what, 8-5?
Yeah, 5-zip.
What happened? They got injured? I saw something
Yeah, we had
that
some
they got
injuries.
shot-shotted or some shit.
Nah, just
First high.
ah, dude, they just we looked unstoppable the first 3 games, and then all of a sudden they just I don't know what they started putting on a forecheck the whole game, and we're literally just sitting back, like dropping back into a zone D, letting them just take it all the way up the ice.
Man, I don't want to see the fucking I don't want to see Boston with any more championships in any sport ever again.
Right.
And they probably will.
Oh, they will.
I know they will. Fucking Marching. Brad Marching is their Edelman.
Rivers now on 2nd down. And McDonald here over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shot.
Check the old injury report next
36.
season.
The reception good for 7.
We're heading into week 3 and DZ's got 5
That's a
on
staple of
there.
this offense. Drag
All
route to the tight end.
starters.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break
Back
off
up
much
tight.
more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left.
3 of the guys that are injured are 31. All sound like guys that won't be a
Field goal
part of the
forthcoming
future.
for Stephen Hauschka. From the right hash, this from 53.
Did you pay Jake Elliott his money? I think he wants 17 mil.
And that
5.
is no
Jake Elliott, yeah, I paid him.
And this will
Really?
remain a scoreless
I'm gonna
game.
franchise tag my fullback.
Good snap.
Wow, Marshawn Lynch is out for 12 weeks with an Achilles tear, 79 overall.
Lines up no good.
See ya.
For the Reds.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their
I like
defensive
my
teammates.
ruffles
Don't
all
they?
dressed.
They had their backs on that last
I
series.
like them all.
Because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was going
situation.
to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Jesus.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit.
Like
Right?
my
Maybe you'll play a
t-shirt's
little bit better
crispy.
the next time you have the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I start off with 3 straight home games and then 3 straight road
Keep
games.
it with
Good job
4 men
there.
on 1st down. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
Peter Schrager's gonna like that.
Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Elliott now to kick this one away.
What old Peter Schrager's saying now.
And now out comes Houston. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense.
Easy there.
Just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Rivers now.
That would be your guy, and he's on the Packers too. Practice with Scarborough. 6'1", 232 with an 89 trucking and an 88 speed, 90 SL, 85 agility.
Just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially.
You guys are running Kyle Yusuf like on fucking dials and shit.
That's my fullback.
But now you get to sit up here.
Contract's up, and he wants cash. I'm gonna franchise tag him.
Whoa! Sacked by the rookie Bruce Marks.
Oh, Brucey boy.
Drive goals from
number 99.
94. That's how he came into the league as 94.
Ah, in his picture he was 99.
Yeah, I know.
I was wondering, I never realized that was their college number. I thought that was just the number they assigned him.
Right. I think that's what it used to be, but didn't really show him before, but I don't know. Seemed like that's what it used to be.
It's pretty cool.
It's awesome.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Yeah, like when I saw him when I went to edit him, I saw 94 and I was just like, that shit looks unreal on this fucking dude.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he hits his man, Matthews. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader
Still throw those deep out routes on 3rd and 12. Raiders won 31-10. Looks like they got Antonio Brown.
They'll run on 1st down. Baker.
Dude.
3 as he's brought down right around at 42.
Wow.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that
Would take care of chickens. What are they, chicken tenders?
Still a nice play by the defense.
Something like that, dude.
On 2nd down, Baker. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
I signed this dude to be my slot corner last year, and he won DB of the year.
That one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Went out and signed Malik McDowell too in the offseason, a cheap little signing, free agent, D tackle. I like him.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes, or are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Throwing Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Baker. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because
yeah, this is
linebackers
picked up by the
Get out at 9 on Friday.
His guys are going to get the football.
3.5.
Dude, my rookie, that linebacker, just hit a guy and made him force the fumble and then got hurt on the play.
The outside linebacker?
Yeah.
That reminds me of Carr.
Yeah.
Gotta give him a neck roll if he's playing like that.
He had like 3 big hits in his first game in the first quarter. But he just got hurt though, that's what sucks. He just fucking forced the fumble, we got it back and he's hurt. I don't even know.
Mosley in my first game had 10 tackles, and the second game he got hurt like the first play of the game for the game. I swear they do that shit on purpose.
Seems like it.
They go play action here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna try to crash over. I didn't take a nap today on purpose.
Yeah, no problem, dude. Yeah.
But I'll be on tomorrow for sure.
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right, man.
All right. Yep. Later.
Unfortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it? Running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they? Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Got some real estate inside the 30, and he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A very solid gain of 27.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Play action now. Rivers. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big-time play there for the Texans. And even 40 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rivers throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Rivers now. And he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
All right, here now a look at A.J. Green. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in his zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Saints add on to their lead. And always always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. Elliott now to kick this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Nifty footwork at the 45. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
On 2nd down now, Baker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Rivers. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for the 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll throw again. Rivers. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Rashard Matthews from 4 yards out. And the Texans get a bit closer. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on.
Hi.
Are you going, Jim?
Yeah.
Of course.
It's at his house.
Yeah.
It's on Saturday.
On Saturday?
Yeah.
Of course you are. Hi, babes.
Hi.
I thought you weren't going to vape as much.
I'm really not. I'm not even touching it.
Oh, why is this light on? No reason.
Because this is going to go down soon.
Oh. I ain't got nobody that I can depend on.
In this amount of time, I think it was a two-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
All right, here we go. Screen 39! Screen 39!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that's complete to Jesse James. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands.
That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogba. He's the one that finally runs him down, and that is a big, big loss. 18 yards.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. Well, the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going deep here for Bryant. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to down.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deeper. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Baker, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now Rivers. He gets it to Matthews, complete. And now running right through it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski unable to hang on, and it's 3rd and short. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. Rashard Matthews ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Texans cut into that lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Bryant. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Let's go. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Heard a heard Coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that one, an 8-play drive, it spans 75 yards. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And now out comes Houston. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So you want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll go on the ground. Spins away. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside. and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Covers that time by Aaron Colvin.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. Ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Big fourth down conversion for the score and the defense. That is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And we all know it's turned into a passing league in the NFL, but that doesn't mean people still don't like to run the football. When you run it that successfully, your offensive line is fired up. What they want to do each and every game is run block. Get out and smack some people. I would say go ahead and run it again.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. As his guys are in for 6, and the Texans get a bit closer. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
third quarter and you've got the lead, you're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll keep it on the ground. Baker. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Houston. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your pro? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll set up a throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, past the 20, and it's a touchdown. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. They're going to try and run. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a three-score game as the lead remains 18. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Back to throw now on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Covers that time by Aaron Colvin.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, complete. It's King. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, 19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints add on to their lead.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And it is incomplete. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints just continue to roll.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
No.
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Elliott now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Gets past 1 man. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
28.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 to first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On first down, Tannehill. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Tannehill on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Again, Tannehill. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To the air again, Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, it's Kelly. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Terry. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down near the 15. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
This fielded at the 2. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about the 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Simon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Now Tannehill. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On second down now, Baker. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He's to the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. Tannehill. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Texans on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is third and goal. Now it's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The Saints on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Gone!
Now back to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Houston, good night, everybody.